some big fights that are coming up, and we're going to preview. Well, we're not going to preview. We're going to debrief what just happened on the weekend. Jack Catterall versus Regis Progress. Regis, a former two-time world champion. You were going to maybe fight him last year in 2023. I thought it was a close fight, the first 6 rounds. Yep. He rolls the ankle. Your thoughts on Catterall's win? And, shout out to Catterall. He did what he had to do. Your thoughts on Catterall beating him unanimously points decision on Sunday?
Look, it was a very slow start to the fight until the 6th round. It was pretty boring. Look, hats off to Catterall. He got the win, got the job done. Look, Regis is a hell of a fighter. I respect Regis. Was talking before. It's he's got no excuses. That's a real man to me in my eyes. That's how I was brought up too. You take it on the chin like a real champion. You move forward.
Good guy.
Good guy. I have respect for him. And like you said, we were going to share the ring a few years ago. Injury ruled me out, and it's part of boxing. It happens. But look, and also no disrespect. It's not, my mind's not really focused on that. Kudos to Jack Catterall. Wish him all the best. And what could be a possible fight in the future. But for now, all my mind sets on is Hitchin, and I'm always like that. I'm tunnel vision on everyone.
Did you even watch the fight?
I watched a little bit of it here and there, a bit of highlights, but yeah.
He mentioned you after the fight.
Yeah.
His promoter, who's your promoter, mentioned it that a potential fight that could happen next year, whether it's in Brisbane here, we could do it at the Entertainment Centre, or it could be over in Manchester. You're sort of the top dog of the division, or one of the top dogs of the division. He has to mention Liam Paro and Teofimo Lopez?
Look, I was doing the same thing. I was always calling out the champions. You want to get fights with the champions, and it shows where his head's at. He wants the real fights. He wants legit fights. There's other guys in the division that don't even say your name. You know what I mean? But look, it is what it is. Hats off to Catterall. Kudos to him. And look, like I said, could be a potential fight in the future. But for now, there's no interest in it. I've got one interest, one intention, and that's taking Hitchins out December 7th.
Whether this fight happens on December the 16th, Gervonta Davis, who I believe is the face of boxing, I know Canelo's still there. Canelo has held it down for a long time since Floyd, TBE, Mayweather. Your thoughts on if this fight happens on December the 16th with Lamont Roach, Gervonta versus Lamont Roach, or even if it happens next January, how you see that fight going, and how big a fight is that really? Not only just for the American culture, but is it a big worldwide fight, or do you feel that Tank could have fought someone else?
Tank could fight someone else for sure, I believe. Hats off to him for having another fight. He's a big name. I guess he doesn't have to have those hard fights to draw in the crowd. And look, that's another potential opponent in the future. I know he's fought at 140 before, and I'd love to eventually share the ring with them guys. Like I said, life's about testing yourself, and I just want to keep testing myself against the best. I keep passing these tests thrown at me, and the sky's the limit for me. I just want to keep proving how good I really am too.
We just did an interview with Alfie, and he spoke about it. He gave his opinion on this fight with Lamont Roach, whether it happens in December or if it happens next year on January on Premium Boxing Champions, Amazon Prime. But he said the same thing. He said, we'd love to fight him. And I asked Alfie, where does Tank sit? Does he sit at 35 or does he sit at 40? 95% of the boxing world think that Tank would get past Roach.
Yeah.
Do you see that potentially that you would want that fight in early next year, or,
Me and Tank?
Yeah.
Look, like I said, anything's possible. 100% I'd offer that fight. I'd welcome it with open arms. Whenever, like I said, I just got to get past Hitchins. God willing, I do it in dominating fashion, and that's it. I'm very tunnel vision on this fight, because like I said, I want to cement my name at the top of this division for a long time, and I believe with a good victory over this guy, I think that's going to happen.
When Tank fights, do you watch him fight?
I watch Tank. I tune in. It's exciting to watch. He's a good fighter, yeah.
What is it about him?
I think just the knockout and the explosiveness and the excitement he brings to boxing. He's a big name, and getting to share the ring with him will be phenomenal, and God willing in the near future.